Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Pickerri. What is this like a
Right.
chatting situation? Yeah, we are here to discuss about the 2024 season. How did it go, and what happened there, and what is berry picking all about? Like we was everybody in a different part of Finland in the north, and we was picking berries, and that was 2024 season. We was picking three different berries, and it was our first season, and we are talking about like how did it go, what happened, like if anybody are interested to come to do wildberry picking, so we will try to discover different things, what is berry picking all about and what is happening uh, what they should know before they come, if they decide like if they want to come or not, so then they know like what they are getting into and what is
Yeah.
it for them, and what's the challenges and what's the good things. So yeah, welcome all Pickerri team members. We have people from w- we have four of us are from Nepal, and Hansen, you are from, what is it, Gambia, Ghana?
Ghana.
Ghana.
Yeah. Ghana. Yeah.
Yeah,
And how
uh,
about you?
I'm from Finland. This
Okay.
it's a one country in the north. No, kidding.
Yeah, yeah,
Peaceful
got it, got it.
country.
So yeah, so like, hey, tell like how did you guys, like you came there in the uh middle of July, most of you, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so how did it, like what was your first experience about berry picking?
Yes, it was great. Yeah. But the jungle is not that new for me because I used to live I used to be in the jungle in Nepal also. And picking berry is a new thing, because we in our Nepal we don't pick a berry and sell like in this way. But
Mm?
the here is the way, and the berries in the jungle is very wild. And yes, we can make a lot of money if we do really hard work in picking. And the season is for like 3 months. And yeah, if we do hard work we can make money. And there's a lot of fun in the team. We always go all the team to the jungle to pick berry. So team working is really important in berry picking. Yes, of course. Even berry is scaling by only like that. You can continue.
Yeah. So when you first came to, like it was everything was new for you, so you come to Finnish forest, you need to go for out in a wild forest in Finland,
Yes,
in
yes,
this
yes.
country in the north. If anybody have ever heard about Finland, it's in a country in a North Europe, and you are in a
Hmm.
different environment. So what about, like, did you was scared that dinosaurs are coming and gonna eat you? And and what is there, like wild animals, bears, moose? What do you have, like crocodiles, lions?
Not
No.
I
crocodiles
think
here.
I think Prakash had best experience for that
I
moment.
have experience about so like a calls like calling me cook 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 cook. I was just scared. So what's going with this?
So yeah, I was like, I was trying to find these guys, like I came to see them when they are in a forest, and I was shouting like woo woo, and then like the forest is echoing and everywhere, and these guys, they are like
Yeah.
scared that there is like something, but there is nothing to be scared in Finnish forest, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
You
Or we
you
can
Times
you
I was hearing about like someone fighting on the jungle. So like they were hunting of like bears. So I was heard about that one. So We were so a little bit like scared about that one.
Yeah, but there is not really accidents of anybody like shooting humans,
Yeah.
you know, like bear and human, they look a little bit different. I mean, I'm kidding. But we did have like at the end of the season we had a lot of snakes, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Every season, lots of.
After that, I stopped picking.
Oh yeah. And that was a little like a challenge for many people, you know, like when you wanted to go there, and then when the weather came cold, the snakes they came on the surface, like they find a rock or some like higher place so that the sunlight can hit them, right?
Yes.
yeah, I think there's no that much danger in the jungle, but we always need to be very careful. Snakes and little bugs, like a box, yeah, like that. But we don't need to be scared with the bears, like the dinosaurs, something like that. But box and snakes, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I think Kyle already told the snakes are poisonous but not deadly. Yeah.
yeah, poison. The snakes in Finland can be poisonous, but they are not deadly. You know,
Yes. Yes.
so like if you get bit by the most poisonous snake in Finland, yes, you get sick and so on, but it's not the end of the world, you know. Like everybody has got sick and as far as I understood, that's not even the worst sickness that many of us has ever experienced. But yes, it's gonna knock you down for a couple days
Mm.
It
until
depends
you.
upon the like areas where we are picking also. Like we were in the area where there is like lots of snakes. That's why we have seen lots of it. Because when we was in Somo Salmi, we haven't seen any snake there. But after we went to Kalayoki, only like we started seeing the snakes. Maybe because of the area, and we were so near to the sea. That's why maybe beach. That's why.
Yeah, and I think the most reason why the snake at the end of the season, why it was like so visible, like during the first of the season, when it was warm in the middle of the summer, the
Yes.
snakes they're going like really
Because
deep in the ground, like they find under
yeah,
the
yeah,
rocks
yeah.
and all this.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
then when it's getting cold, they're coming on the surface so that they can warm from the sunlight because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
feeling cold, so they want to like bathing in the sun. And so that's the challenge in the end of the season. But in Finland, we don't have the snake deaths. It's only like it can happen like to the childrens, and that's very rare that it happens. Like it's not really like a thing to be worried about. But okay, so yeah, life is not perfect. Very very
Yeah,
picking.
it's jungle. We need to work in jungle. Something will like obviously.
Yeah. So that's the one bad side about about the berry picking. Also, a good side is that it's not really dangerous to be in Finland forest, on like pretty much not at all. So it's very
Yeah.
safe. So in a way, it's a safe environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, about okay. So it was like one big challenge of berry picking is it's like finding a job. So this time you're finding the berries. You,
Yeah.
you was you was hunting a berries a lot, right?
You.
Yeah, someday we like return apartments with the empty hands, like no berries, because wherever we go there is an empty forest. So yeah, it was really challenge to find the berries in forest, even though there in map it shows like there is lots of berries, but somebody may can picked it earlier, or maybe there is a place in the map we can't get the berries in that forest. Yeah, like sometimes it was
Yeah. So
to find the berries also, but if we find the berries, then yeah, of course,
We
if
make
we
the money.
yeah. So
can.
even concerning what she's saying, I think some time ago we went into a certain forest, saw a lot of berries on the map, and when we got there, we noticed that the front part of the forest had been picked thoroughly. So we didn't give up. We still went deep, a bit deeper, and the surprising thing is that we saw a lot of berries that we have never seen before on that day. Yeah. And a lot of people were giving up and saying that the berries had already been picked. We found a lot of berries, which could even be picked by, let's say, 20 people for even 1 week, and there will still be berries. So that's one thing about this fruit. And sometimes you don't find it at the place that you find on the map or you see on the map. But when you go deeper a bit, which requires hard work, you find a lot of it. So, yeah.
Yeah, depends upon the
Mm.
forest. Yeah,
Yeah.
some forest, somebody also there can be like lots of berries still
Mm.
like good person we can,
Hiding somewhere.
yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
it depends upon the luck also.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's depend
That's
on the
true.
lock also, and we must be very good at navigating also, just like
Yeah,
our Roshan.
and just like
Yes,
our
if you,
Yeah.
yeah, if we want to pick berry, the navigating skill is very really important. Yes, first we need to find berry, then we can pick.
Mm.
That's why the navigating
That's
skills.
true. Yeah. And so
So
normally it's not really about like getting to a place and automatically picking. Sometimes you need to take your time and do something we call prospecting, where you take your time, go through the place, even though you find a little here,
Yes,
you don't just go picking it. You take your time, go around the forest, even if it takes 3 hours for you to do that, it's better. Yeah, because after the 3 hours, you might find a spot in that specific forest which has a lot of berries that you only need 2 hours to pick a lot, other than
yeah,
you wasting a lot of energy to pick the little ones and you get tired and you don't want to go anywhere, then you give up on the specific forest area that you find yourself in. So, yeah, it depends on what you guys are saying, navigation skills and ability to know where the berries are, taking your time to look out for the
so what we
specific
can say
spots
is that
where we have berries.
picking berries is not only about you picking berries, but the picking berries
Yeah.
is also a lot of like finding the berries. You need to
Mm.
navigate them. So we are living in the camp that is like there is a roads like different areas, and we drive like a 30, 40, 50 kilometers away from the cabin, even further, right? You have drive like even 100 kilometers in a
yes.
day just to find the
Mm.
good
If
spots.
yeah, yeah, and after we reach in the destination, we have to go like 2 3 kilometers deep in the jungle, like our podcast, that's
Mm.
that's the things also. We don't need to be panic hurry if there is no berry. We have to go more deeper, and we,
Mm.
yes, the jungle is full of berries, of course. If we go, like, yes, it's very hard to carry the berry to the car, yes, but yes, no, we have to go more deeper. If you don't find a berry near, like the roadside, outside of the jungle, we have to go more deeper. Sometimes
So
we have to go.
so that also like a skill that you need time to develop and learn the skill to find the
Yes,
berries. So it doesn't
yeah,
mean that you automatically first day you start to hitting the jackpots, because as Hansen
yes,
say,
Mm.
like some places you don't pick when there you see berries, but you still like finding a better spots. But then you also develop skill that you find the like what is the like how dense the place need to be that you actually gonna use your time to pick from there
mm-hmm.
and not moving further in a jungle and finding another place. So
You,
what we daily was what we was doing, we was reading the maps, and then we was driving around the places to find the place where the map says, and then we was walking in the deep in the forest to find if there is a berries. So that
mm-hmm.
was a big part of the like a big part of the job, right?
Mm.
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
Yeah.
And then just picking the berries, that's another part. It is also technique how like well you are with your hands, how fast you are. And then what was the third part? You need to carry the berry, as somebody mentioned that you need to carry the berries from the forest back to your car.
yes, of course. That's the
S-
big things. If you pick 300 kg one day, and
300 kgs in a one day. You need to carry 300 kgs from the
yes,
forest
yeah,
to your car.
yeah, yeah.
When I telling like I have picked 300 squares around so in one day, like they can't believe how you picked 300 squares. It's not believable.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone says like that.
Yes, this is insane. Yeah, not everyone can do it, but yeah,
Yeah.
But even 100
it's like
kilos,
that.
like or 150 kilos, if you carry 100 kilo, Pratima, you lady, and like you strong, but not maybe as strong as the as He-Man or some like what is the Superman. I mean,
Yeah.
you have a strength, right? But like you find a limitation with carrying a berries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So even that you find a lot of berries, you can pick a lot of berries, you still needed a lot of energy to use, and it
Yeah.
really drain you energy out by carrying the berries from the jungle, and
Yeah,
that
it's
Mm-hmm.
not hard to pick the berries. It's hard to carry the berries. Like if we carry the berry to from the like spot where is the berry to the vehicles, you will lose your strength and you can't pick like you used to pick it earlier in the like very first time you enter the spot. Like you will lose your strength and so you will not gonna pick like Superman.
So picking the
Mm-hmm.
berries is not that hard as
No.
carrying the berries. So you also need to learn how to know your own body, how to use your energy in the right place, because you can be fast when you have energy a lot. So then you
You,
pick
you.
in a fast way,
Mm-hmm.
and then when
Yeah.
when you start to carry, you're gonna slow down and you're gonna use more energy in there,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
it's gonna
One
drain
thing
you
I've
out.
noticed, one thing I also noticed about this whole berry picking is that the most important part in berry picking is identifying a very good spot where berries are found. Because if you use a lot of time in finding a very good spot where berries are found, you use less time to pick a lot. When you use
Mm-hmm.
less time to pick a lot, you have a lot of energy remaining to be able to carry the berries from wherever they are found. But if you don't find a very good spot, you use a lot of energy in picking the little ones you find and you'll be drained. So you can't even pick the little you carry, like you are able to harvest. So that's one thing about this whole thing. I think I learned that from my brothers when I asked them, how do you get so much berries? And he told me that it's luck. I'm like, no, there's no luck in this. But finally, one of them told us that it was just about trying to find the best place where you find the berries and
Yeah, for
you
me,
are good to go.
we haven't found the like good spot in the whole season. Like not so good spot like other used to say, berry forest or like that. We haven't seen that kind of spot in the whole season. We just like we have seen some average forest with the berries, less of berries. But
That's why.
yeah,
That's why I'm saying the navigating skill is
yeah.
really important.
In our
Yeah.
team, we didn't have anyone that who are expert in navigating, so we didn't find the very good spot. But yeah, if we find some average spot also, we used to pick there. And yeah, but at least it's worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so when people are thinking about, hey, I want to come pick berries and I'm gonna form my own team and everything, you know what? Like, yeah, it can sound good. It can sound so easy, But like, if you really want to hit money, if you want to make like good money from there, you want to have like everything working together. Like some people they are good with math, some people are good with geographic, some people are good with history, or people are different. People have different skills.
Yes,
And so
yes.
that's why
Yeah.
it's important, as you say, like your team, you had a good team, you have a good spirit. Everybody you was
Mhm.
friends, you was everything. Like the mood was great. People are good pickers and everything. But you're saying that in your team you was lacking a person who's really good with map, who had like a mindset of how he can like think about like where to find the berries, and also so this one you lacking this kind of personality from your team, or this kind of skill in your team. So forming a team, it is like when you actually start to picking, you might reforming the team as Prakasa and like all of you has changed your teams right during the season. You didn't stick with the ordinary team that you started, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So
But
every
I
one
have
of
changed
you.
a lot.
Me too. I have also changed a lot, but
Yes, we.
the team I used to work longer picking the blueberry and the lingonberry. In both team, we were lacking the navigating skills persons in our team. But I used to move different groups where there were lots of good navigators also. There we can find like good spots also. And that day I have picked a lot of berries also. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So when everything comes together, when all these like pieces, when you put in together, you can get a good result. But it comes from the different pieces. So
Yes.
actually, it's not that easy. It's not rocket science, but it's not that easy as it sounds. So
Yes.
putting all these skills together, all these like information together, you can get a really good, decent result. I want to talk about our salaries very soon. How much people was making money from the berry picking. But still, one last thing. Like one of the thing is to finding the berries. Another thing is to picking the berries. Another thing is to carrying the berries back to your car. Then you need to pack the berries in the car in a such a way that if you have like a many people there, you might run out the space and you're having a difficulties
Yes,
there.
yes.
So you need to also think about like a little bit like a Tetris, putting the
Mm.
puzzles together. And then when you're driving back to the camp where we have a scale in place, where you can scale the berries and sell the berries basically there. That's also a lot of work, right? So you picking like if you have a 200 kilos, you need to pick again 200 kilos from one place to another place, and that can take like how long? Like a half an hour, 1 hour, right? Per
Mm.
person,
More than an hour. Yeah.
more than an hour if you have a lot of berries.
That's it.
And that's also like a lot of energy, and
Yeah.
like and that can happen like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. or something, and that can be also like really draining energy, but that's a part of the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And main thing we need to have a passions like if we think like we didn't got this spot today and we will think
Yes.
gonna make money from these and run away from there. That's not how it works. We need to have a lot of passions in within us to like we need to find like do hard work to find the spot. We need to know learn the skills how to pick the berries.
Yeah,
Mm.
Prakasa, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was telling about like while
We
scaling
we
the
cannot
berries,
really
like
hear you, can you?
Can you come closer to mic?
there is like when scaling the berries, like there is other person will be available to help him. I was telling like that. It's not like worried about that things, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No need to worry, but also it's a part of the.
Yeah, it's part of the picking.
Mm.
And the
Yeah,
another thing is you have to prepare about like fighting with the mosquitoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mosquito bite.
mosquito bites, that's a part of the job. You're gonna get bitten.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah,
you're able to wear very good clothing and you cover up everywhere plus your net, you wouldn't have that problem. So there's a way to solve that as well.
that's true.
Yo.
But
Mm.
summertime, when it's getting really hot, then it can drain you energy as well if you need to cover a lot of your body instead of just staying like a with the short sleeves
Mm.
and shorts or something. And then also the shoes are important when you're getting wet, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We picked the cloudberry. I remember the slumpy area. We we used to stalk in the like grannies sometime. Yeah, that was
Mm.
like funny moments also. And you need to be wait whole day. Also, that was not a funny moment, but yeah,
Mm.
it's a memorable moments.
Yeah, a lot of memorable times there.
Yeah, good memories.
Yeah.
Mm.
I remember when people are picking berries from the swamp, it's like a swamp is really, really wet place. So when it's a
Yeah,
hot
I
day,
remember. It was like
And
a bad
never
time for
know
me. Like,
how deep it is. Like if we think it's not too deep, and if we stay there from there, then we will gonna put our whole body inside this. Yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes we can't take out our leg from this that area. Also, it stuck in that area.
Mm.
Prakasa, you were saying something.
yeah. Like it's a swamp is very like we have to careful about that also. I have been stuck over there. So it's like around 1 a.m. in the middle night.
Uh,
I was stuck over there with car.
Ah, yeah, yeah, your car got stuck. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And yeah, during the winter time, the summer is pretty much going around the sky, so it doesn't really get dark. So you can work like around the clock, basically. So you people,
Yeah,
you
we
was
have been
working
working
like
like
really late
around
hours.
12 a.m. And so when we start the cars and the car also get the stock.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so shall we discuss a little bit about your earnings, people? Like that's a, I think it's one of the most important thing about the like or most interesting thing about what people are interested of, like how much what they can earn from this and what's the profitable for going through all this. Besides, it can be a lot of fun if we have a right attitude. We can love it a lot. It can be like very awesome summer. It's not the summer camp. It's still a job, but you can enjoy your job very much. You know, like
but we don't feel it's like a job. We
yeah,
are on holiday
yeah, we
yeah,
we had a
we had
yeah
a
we
lot
had a
of
every week. A barbecue,
yeah,
the view, karaoke.
yeah. So off time is like yeah, it's the whole thing. It can be very enjoyable, very nice.
Mm.
Many people saying that uh, Finland summer is the best place to be in the world.
Yeah,
Yes,
I also
yes.
say that like Finland summer is good, but winter is like roast.
Yeah, that that is so true. That is so true. Winter is really hard. So completely opposite in the summer.
yeah. It is.
Mm.
So
So okay, our Rosan Limbu says something about earnings and about your salary.
Earning
I don't
savings and
even know
expenses
how
also.
much he made.
so Rakasa, we cannot see your face now. But anyway, so yeah, how much people was earning? Like first of all, you was full season except Rosan. You came little bit like was it 1 week or 2 week later?
2 weeks later, maybe, I think.
I
So you
also joined after
Yeah,
the season.
yeah. I
Mm.
came like last of the July, and I started from August. Yeah, 3rd of August, I started to pick the blueberry. I just picked 2 days sorry,
Cloudberry.
cloudberries. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
and so you
Mm.
started then and you
yeah,
worked basically like 2 months, a little bit maybe less, right? So at the
yeah,
last
something like
days you
that.
was like you guys was you didn't have energy anymore that much. There was still like some
Well,
berries.
we didn't pick that much last week. Maybe at the end of the season.
Also it was also hard to keep yourself motivated through when
Yeah,
it was getting cold, when the mornings was already like really cold.
and
We had
Mm.
the
some
problem
minus
was the
degrees
problem
in the
was
morning.
there wasn't any berry, so that's the reason a lot of people return back.
Because cloudberry is, I think,
Yeah,
I personally found the cloudberry is very hard to pick than
Yeah,
all of the strawberry. That's why a lot of people leave even before starting the picking of
No,
blueberries.
I think
Main
you
reason
say
is many
that's
people
the
are
cloudberry.
leaving the at the starting of the seasons. The many people are leaving, so while they found like difficulties in picking the berries, and by they are fighting with the mosquitoes, and
Mosquito,
so
yeah.
they are facing lots of things, and so many people are leaving at the first week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Mm.
who used to pick from the who used to stay from the very first season found it easier, but the people who left in like within 1 or 2 day after they came, because they didn't find main thing, they didn't have their team, and the second thing they didn't found the better spot to pick, and the third thing they can't pick. Yeah.
Yeah, most of the people did that mistakes because they only stay maybe 1 or 2 days and they make like 20-25 kilos. They thought, yeah, we can't do this, so they return. But there is still some people who stay maybe at least 1 week and they started to making over 100, something like that. Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
good amount.
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
day.
In the
Mm.
Yeah,
first week, we also haven't made money. Like we also used to pick only like 20, 40 kg in a day. And after that, we started picking like
yeah.
more.
During my first day, I only made 45, something like that. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have started picking the blueberries by maybe 40 kg. Yeah, 40 kg, 42 kg maybe. And I
Mm.
broke the two times my tools,
uh,
and Carl,
yeah,
Carl
Yes,
regret.
yes. The thing is, we also know to how to use tools and equipment. Yes, this is the very important things. Also, I learned a lot of things from Rosan Limbu. Yes, we really care about everything, and he told me he learns from that Ukrainian guy something like that. He told me that's why knowing the use of tools is also very important. Yeah, I can say that.
So
Yeah,
is
I
there
think
going
I
to be
was the
anything
first
like
man to use their tools
Mm.
in the
mm,
Pickerri.
Because
Because
mm,
that every equipments are very new for everyone, I don't know which tools do I need to take, this one or this one.
yeah,
It's
if
like
you
I
want
broke
clean berry,
also two
if
three
you want
tools.
clean berry, then you can use that tools.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think it will be very important that something like a video is recorded of someone using the tools so that when new people come in, they wouldn't have hard times in knowing
Mm-hmm.
how to use the tool. Yeah, so maybe at the beginning of the season, we can record a video like that, put it
Sure.
on the Pickerri platform. So if they go onto the platform, they will know how the tool is used. Yeah. That's my suggestion.
Yeah. So we we had like a three different berries that we was picking: cloudberries, blueberries, and then
Hmm.
cowberries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And cloudberries they was picked from the swamp areas, and that's a very
Yeah.
different. You didn't pick it with tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the
Mm.
amount
Yeah.
it was like even like 10 kilos in a day, or like 1 kilo. The price for the 1 kilo was 10 euros, 11
11,
euros, 12 euros, something like
11
that.
euros,
Mm.
maybe that's the highest. 11 euros.
Yeah,
like
so the price changed during the season, right?
Yes.
Mm.
And so then most of people was picking like I think nobody ever pick even 20 kilos in a day. So
Mm-hmm.
carrying a 20
Yeah, I have
kilos
picked
back.
only one day, 21 kg, two times.
Wow, okay. So picking a carrying a 20 kilos back to your car or scaling a 20 kilos, it's just a one like two buckets. That's it. It's
Mm.
not that big
Mm.
deal. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
when you was picking up blueberries, then the
Well,
amount you saying that you was picking in the first days, you was picking like 42 kgs or something like that.
mm.
Mm.
Cloudberry is hard to
Yeah,
pick but easy to carry, and others berries are hard to carry and easy to pick.
yeah.
Yes.
No, cowberry is really easy to pick as compared to other berries, but it's really hard to carry to
yeah,
back to the car.
to
Yeah. So
it
Yeah,
compared to the blueberry.
So cowberries was more than a double of the blueberries amounts, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So the
If
kilos
someone
was more than a
if
double.
someone pick maybe 80 kilo blueberry, they can pick over 150 kilo cowberry.
Yes, it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hey. So if we go for the one interesting part, it's the salaries. So
Yeah.
Yes.
people was making a different amounts in a day, but people
Yeah.
didn't come just for one day. They came for full season, 2 months, something like that. And so then like it's easy to look at like a one specific day if it's a bad or if it's a good. So this one like it can be like if we look at the salaries at the end of the day, it's we need to look at that in a long run. That's how I think.
Mm.
And when we're
Mm-hmm.
thinking about in a long run the salaries, the most important thing is that when you went back to home, how much you had money in your pocket. We can talk about the days,
Yeah.
what was your prime day, how much you made money in a one specific day, but it doesn't really make that big
Matter.
difference if you make like a big amount in one day, but then like you have a 5 days that you don't make any money. So then what's the average of these
Mm.
6 days? That's
Mm.
what matters. So what really matters is how much you make money from the full season and also how much you make money in the July, August, and in September. Because some people they are planning just to come for before their school starting on September that they wish to come before that. Let's see how many places we're gonna have available for people who's just coming for the student thing and not gonna stay for full season. But anyway, those are
Mm.
important numbers, and that's why that's the ultimate reason why people are coming. Besides, it can be a lot of fun. So, where can we start it? Like, does somebody want to tell how much they made out from the full season?
Yeah.
Mm.
Rosan Limbu will go first.
9,000 euro maybe in one and a half months like that.
You stayed there for 2 months,
Yeah, 2 months, but yeah, I work
Almost
one
two
and a half
months.
month.
but
Mm.
you stayed there 2 months,
Yeah, we
and
can
you
say that two
And you made
yeah
months.
9,000 euros. Mm.
yeah made 9,000 euros, and that was
Mm.
like it's tax-free money, right? So that
Yes.
was
Yeah,
that came
Tax
to
free.
your bank account, right?
Mm.
yeah,
You don't need to pay any tax. It's like totally our money. Our money.
yeah. You don't need to pay any tax from the berries.
Mm.
But
The
but
expense only of fuel.
yeah, you still need to pay your car fuel
But we
Yeah.
and rent.
and
Yeah,
rent and car rent if you don't have own
yeah,
car, and then you need to buy the tools, but they are like just they are not like
Rentable.
They
But
are
yeah they
that's
are
just
the
like
like
fun.
Rented.
investment.
Yeah, but
But those are just
but
I
it
want
little
to say
can be
things
one
that
thing.
they.
refunded.
Like, if you want to like live 1 or 2 months over that, and so my suggestion is that like you have to buy one old car. Just that, just do that first.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
That's
suggestion.
a
You know,
good
as a
thing.
team, if someone can buy a car just for 2 months, that would be maybe profitable rather than rent a car on the company.
yeah, buying
Yeah,
yes
not the fashionable car, buying a old car is the beneficial.
yeah. And if you're very smart, you also get a trailer for yourself with the
Yeah.
car
Yes.
Yeah.
because optimizing that in the long run, if you have like okay, we can talk about optimizing how many people do you want to have in your car, that because there is also like differences, like
Mm,
the end result is different, but also like if you have a trailer you can get like fit more berries in your car, and especially like when the cowberry season comes, then when the amounts are so big, so you definitely need to have a uh,
Tell me.
trailer with you. You don't
Yes,
fit
of
anymore the
course.
berries in a car.
yeah, my suggestion is the three people in one team is the best. I think just
For the
for the sport as well and for the space for the berry.
Max 4.
Yeah. Okay,
Because
so
you are just because you are top picker, you can say like that. Yeah.
No,
In
no,
in
I'm
in
not talking about that.
Cloudberry, 5 people it's good in Cloudberry for like Cloudberry season is like 2 weeks, 15 days. For that, 5 people in one car is good, and we got a trailer in our car. Then four, I think I can say four.
For the
Four is good for blueberry and cowberry. Trailer, yeah.
Yeah, so the
Because in group, not everyone like a top picker. Yes, just like that.
but also
We have to
optimizing the
manage all
team
the
size.
things.
This is
Rent,
just like a little aspect there. Like
yeah.
default is that you have a one team is 5 people, full car. But then again, like
Yeah,
if you have a full car and you're going looking for good spots because that's a big part of the job as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
And so
For
then
this food is not good. Yeah.
if it's not that easy to find the spots, like when you're running out spots, so then when you finally find a one spot, and if you
yeah,
have a
that's the major.
full car,
Yeah, that's
five
the.
people there, so then there is not that much berries for the 5 people. So then, like you drive
Yeah,
all like 40 kilometers, 30 kilometers, so far, 50 kilometers, and then you find a spot that there is a berries, but when you have so many people, so that it's not that much for each.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Prakash, did you remember that day when I invited you that hill? We saw the snakes. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
picking the
I know.
berries. We were three people, and that's the good for the three of us. And I just invited them. They were 5 people,
Yeah, we
and
haven't
when
found
and
any
they
berries
came, and
sports over there.
within 1 hour they wiped the whole area.
We are total like 7 people and one is sports like, and so why
and
not?
two machine number one and two in a same spot, then we can't imagine. We can imagine it will be wiped in an hour. So yeah, it's not the big deal.
Yeah.
We were
So
caring about the places. So they were snakes. So still, we picked berries every place, every sports around this area.
yeah. Hey, Prakash, we don't see your face. You want to put the video back on, or and Yit Rindu. Do you want to tell like how much money you made in a season?
Are you talking about me?
Ninja.
Yes. I would say, Obviously, if we do really hard work, uh, there's no any jobs I think that we can make like money like in berry picking. So for I have made like I would say 9,000. Yeah, I'm rounding off. Yeah, I'm doing. I would say I made 900, and obviously I can say average people can make uh in one season like 6 7 thousand. Yeah, if we do really hard work every day, we didn't do any laziness.
So it's
Yeah, we can make.
realistic to expect that people can earn from the full
Yes,
season, three
yes,
months,
yes,
six to
yes,
seven
Mm,
thousand euros on
for
their
sure.
pocket when they're
yeah,
going back to home
mm,
after
Yes,
expenses.
Yeah, that's the average amount.
yeah.
Realistic to expect from the normal people.
mhm,
Mm.
Yeah. And I was even saying that at least we can expect something around, even if you really want to be realistic, that okay, you're not expecting like so much. At least you can place your targets around 5,000, 6,000 for the season, which is also very good. Yeah. Because for instance, I didn't really stay for long. I didn't come in for long. When I came in, a lot of the berries were gone, but I was still able to make something. Yeah, so I spent approximately, I think, around 12 days in total. But I was coming in and going out almost every time, but I was still able to make something around 1,200. So assuming I stayed for that 1 month, it means that I could have made something around 2,500 or 3,000. So placing the targets around 6,000, 5,000 for 2 months. It's realistic, I think.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
do hard work, you can get more than that. Because you see, the last day that I stayed, that was the very day I was able to pick 200 kg. So imagine I had stayed for other days, it would have gone higher because the more I stayed, the more I knew how to do the whole job. So that's how it is.
All right.
Yes.
Pratima,
Mm.
uh, you are only lady here, so I assume that many people are interested to hear. We have many lady weavers for sure, and they are
Yes, of
interested to
course.
Yeah.
know like, hey, can ladies do this one as well? You know, so you wanna share how much you made?
Yeah, in 2 months, maybe, yeah, like 2 months. So within a 2 months, I earn like 5,000 euro. Yeah, and I haven't picked much lingonberry from where we can earn more money because
Mm.
like in the very first season of the lingonberry berry, I saw the snakes, and after that I got scared, and like I saw snakes continuously 2 days, so that's why I wasn't able to go to the forest. I was so scared to go to the forest and pick the berries. So yeah,
Yes.
I pick 1 week cloudberry and one 10 days lingonberry and other days like blueberry. So within that time I earn 5,000. The thing is we need to have a patience in within so that we,
Yes. How do you think how normal people averagely we can make in one season with
yeah,
your
if we
perception?
stay full season, yeah, obviously we can earn like five to like 7,000 is an average amount if we stay for a season.
Yeah.
It's not too hard to earn like 5 to 7,000 within a whole season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing was that the daily expenses during this season was between 20 euros to 30 euros in a day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so when people are making just the 30 euros in a day, they can break even, right? But
You.
if they double their effort and they make 60 euros in a day, so they can actually earn 30 euros in a day. Okay, and then everything above that, like let's say people was earning like 120 euros in a day. And so then when you deduct the 30 euro expenses, you make 40 euros, I mean 90 euros in a day, which was reasonable money, like
Yeah.
decent
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
But then there was
Without
like
any
some,
tax.
huh? Yeah,
Without any tax. Yeah.
without
Yeah.
any tax, yes.
Mhm.
And then, Prakash, are you here? Your microphone
Yeah,
is muted.
yeah,
So
yeah.
then,
I'm here. I'm ready. I'm going to
so,
ready for like I'm going to anywhere, so that's why.
yeah, so then like the daily expenses always stays the same. So like if you double your effort or triple your effort or four times your effort, and then there was some crazy people or really really hard working, not crazy, nobody's crazy, but like really hard working people, like who was really really like putting their lot of effort in it, and they was working really hard, for example Prakasa. So
Mm.
you want to say how much from the full season you made in a 2.5 months you stay there? How much money you walk back to home with?
Yeah, I've been there like around. I was there like middle of the July, and I came back after 12, 22. Yeah, it's a 22 of September. I came back,
Mm.
and so I earned around like more than 11,000 around that season. Not I haven't make like every day more than 200, one in 100. I have made to like around like 20 euros in a day. It's like yeah, it's not a big deal.
Mm.
You have to work hard work and searching for the
Mm-hmm.
berries and like communicating with your other peoples who are like going to find the play like locations
Good,
is
good
good
places.
and so when I took like first time like tailored, I took the tailors the first day and I didn't find the berries. I have picked only 20 kg.
Mm.
Yeah.
I came back with 20 kg.
You came back with empty tailor, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens.
Mm. And so then, yeah, that's a big amount, and can
And
happen that you stay with
uh,
the empty-handed. So it's important also. It's important also to like get yourself back up when you start to feel like like discouraged, like you have an empty day, but still like next day you still need to like forget what happened
Go.
yesterday and come back
Mm.
again fresh, ready to start fight to find
yeah.
your
Yeah.
find your way to make money. And yeah, so that it's also like mentally can be like challenging.
And podcast, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
I'll hear me. And what do you think? How normal people, averagely in one season, how much money we can make with your perception? Yeah.
In my perspective, like I cannot say anything like about it totally depends on the person, how much they effort and
Yes, of
uh,
course it
yeah.
depends on people, but averagely, yeah.
If they work daily basis and they can earn like around 100, more than 100 euros in a day. We
Okay.
can
Not
say
in a
Yeah.
like that.
day. I'm asking you
Of the
in
full
whole
season.
season.
Whole
Yeah.
season.
Mm.
Oh, oh, yeah, they can
For normal
earn more.
people.
If they earn 100 euros in a day, like they can earn like more than 6,000, 7,000 in a whole
Yes,
month,
yes,
whole
Mm.
season.
yes, yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is the thing. Yeah.
yeah. Good job, good job.
And we got a very helpful Pickerri team whenever we are out of fuel in the jungle, stuck in the car. Sometimes vehicles get broken, but our team comes
Mm.
uh, anytime. Carls helps a lot. We got a very helpful team. They always motivate us to speak more and earn more. Yes, it's always good for us and yeah, for
Yeah,
them
the
also. Yeah,
the
yeah,
support from the back have to be like there. It have to
mm,
work. Like if you get stuck
yeah,
in a forest, you be there too many hours, you lose your energy. So the next day you're gonna make a bad day and everything. So the support from the back have to be there always, like so that there's not gonna be like the bad days. Otherwise, those are the ones that is making your like season difficult. But if you every day you're making a good day, so then you can make like good money. So
mm,
have to
Mm.
have like a good
Then
good
one
back
thing,
support.
one thing others should know coming into it is like how and what Akash said. Sometimes you can make like 20 euros, but you don't have to give up because the next day it can happen that you can make 150 euros. So if you average everything at the end of the day, you notice that on the average, you made something like 100 euro a day or 90 euro a day, and then you can still hit the target that we are talking about.
mm,
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if Carl will tell us. We have people who came in, some made like something like 16 euros a day, and then when they made that day, they are like they are not continuing anymore. Then they give up, and then they go back home. But you can't give up. You see, I was talking about my story. I used to make very few, very little, but as time went on, I started picking a lot. Yeah, to the extent that the last day that I spent there, I think I picked 200 kg, which was, if you spread it to the other days, I didn't really pick a lot. It was enough, So that
yeah,
was it.
yeah. I remember when you first started, like it was slow for you. Like
Yeah,
you didn't learn it that quickly. But it took you a
yeah,
few days until you actually started to learn, and then you started to hit the goals. Like you
yes,
started to
yes,
make
yes.
yeah,
money, and that also
yeah.
you need to pay the price for learning. It is
Mm-hmm.
just there. Like you need to accept that. Like in the beginning, you are not like it's wrong kind of expectations that you come in the first day and you're making 400 euros in a day. It's not realistic
Mm.
expectations. But if you work
Yeah.
hard, you do the whole season, yeah, you can see like really good days. And the end of the season, when you go back to home, you're gonna have a like, decent money on your account after all the expenses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Food,
have a one.
housing, car, fuel.
You. I have a one question. So, how we gonna start this 2025 seasons? Just like 2024, or uh,
What do you mean? We're gonna start it with the
This season.
excitement, with the team, with the cool feeling. Uh we pray that God is gonna provide us a very good harvest, that the ground is gonna
Mm.
be rich and fruitful, full of berries, and it's gonna
you.
be easy to find. Every corner of the forest are gonna be full of berries,
Mm.
Yes.
100%
and
yes.
so
Many
what we're
thanks.
gonna do is that we're gonna go and we're gonna scout good locations where we're gonna find like
Many
what's
thanks.
the big area where it's a lot of berries, that we can find a lot of berries in that area, and then we're gonna go in a different places and cover these areas and then gonna pick berries there.
Yeah.
We are planning
I
to
got.
grow a lot. We're gonna open probably like a several different locations,
Yeah. Okay.
and we are still taking a lot of applications in. We are like planning to provide platform for hundreds of people, many hundreds of people,
Mm.
so that
And we're
we can
gonna
have
miss
like a,
Linza.
yeah, that many people can come and join picking berries. They have an opportunity to make money. As everybody probably understood, the money is earned by kilos. So how many kilos do you pick? That's how much money you make,
Yes.
and that's important thing, that when you come, that it's about up to you. Like money is not coming there by yourself. You still have your daily expenses. You pick or not, you have your daily expenses. So that's the risk that you're gonna take. You need to pay your tickets to come there. You need to pay for. We are planning to have like a different kind of like setups, how it's gonna go. But anyway, so you're taking a little risk. So if you actually come there, you need to have like, besides you need to have a commitment that you're gonna pick, you need to have a commitment that you're gonna learn how to pick. You're gonna learn all these skills that we have talk about here, because like at the beginning, no, none of us like was making money, but then like later you learn it, like, and then money was
You.
coming like really easily. It wasn't like you find it, this is not rocket science. I learned the skill, I paid the price, and then boom, you're making money. So
Yeah.
the next year is gonna be is coming in.
Same way for me. At the beginning, I wasn't able to make even 100 euro. And Mr. Carl inspired me a lot. He always told me, "Yeah, you can do it. You can do it." Every morning he came and you can do it. And I started picking the berry.
Yes.
Yeah, the motivation of Carl.
Yeah,
The
he motivates
motivation, the
people a
help
lot.
from the Pickerri team, it's always
Inspire us.
appreciated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear. That's that we are there as a together. We are big team,
Mm-hmm.
big like organization, or big Pickery team. Our whole team, we have a individual, like we have a like small teams, like a one car, or smaller than like a, like 2 3 guys can go together, or it can be 5 people or 10 people in a sometimes we had a like a team of 7 people. They went together. Sometimes they can be like ladies, and then they share the workload, that they have a carrier. Somebody is coming, they are very strong, but they are not that fast as some lady, so then there is a carrier, and then there is a lady who's picking. Like you might mix these kind of things to make it together. And so then we are
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
playing our own role, and that's how they make the money there.
Mm.
Okay, hey, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. It
Yes,
turned out
yes.
be pretty long, but we thank for all the watchers
Mm.
who watch
Yeah,
our session here. and we wish you the like see you in the coming seasons 2025 and all the other seasons that is coming up.
The
As
official season is starting from mid of July. Yeah, it's
yes,
always every year. Okay, okay.
for
Yeah,
the wildberries, yes,
for the
it's
wild berries. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
cloudberries starting then. All right, hey, thanks for all the watchers. Hope to see you in berry picking.
Yeah.